Here we are at AMS for the Talent Acquisition Offsite here in Dallas, and we're going to head on inside and see what we got going on here. Hello, good morning. Walk around the corner here. Wow. Yeah.
Oh, it's got the Frito-Lay right here.
Hey, how are you?
Doing great, yourself?
I'm here for the Talent Acquisition Offsite.
That'll be $6.50.
All right, thank you. Okay, here's my money.
Thank you. Here's a ticket.
Okay, what does
Enjoy
this
the show,
say?
sir.
What does this say? Frito-Lay Talent Acquisition Quarterly Offsite.
Enjoy the show.
Okay, thanks, man. All right, and here we are coming into the AMS Diner. A little breakfast. Well, good morning, everyone. What's up? Hey, guys. Good morning. Good morning.
When Marty Jones up, I think Marty Jones was a horse, the name of a horse in the Kentucky Derby a couple years ago. Let's get thinking about this.
Hey, Krista. Good morning.
Is this the part of the show?
This is the theater. You know what I'm saying? You gotta yell. Yeah. Okay. 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 From 8:30 to 9, we've just had breakfast.
Thank you.
From 9 to 9:15 is now the welcome with me and Gary.
9:15 to 9:45, the TA objective overview with Daryl Claiborne.
9:45 to 10, guest speaker intro again, me and Gary.
10 o'clock to 11:30, branding discussion with Rudy Wilson.
Then we'll have lunch again, eating 11:30 to 1, which is really PM, not AM. Sorry about that.
After lunch, we're going to have, from 1 to 2, we're going to hear from Social Networking Next Level, the recruiter guy, Chris Hoyt.
2 o'clock to 2:45, team activity, everyone.
2:45, we're going to give you guys a break.
Yay! 3 o'clock to 3:30, team activity continued with everybody.
From 3:30 to 4:15, we're going to do a wrap-up. Gary, Erica, and our fearless leader, Daryl.
4:15 to 4:30, facility of this wonderful building you're in.
From 4:45 to 6:30, we're going to depart and have dinner at Rafane's.
And that's it.
And that's everyone. Beverly, welcome.
Beverly, you need to find a seat with a notebook. And then we're just going to move the cover.
Well, welcome everyone. Let's give Eric and Gary a hand.
Yeah. Good job. Good job.
It's fantastic.
Fine, you're doing splendidly. Speed it up, Oliver!
The train, all the days, from this day to that, for one chance, just one chance, to come back here and tell our enemies that they may take our wives, but they'll never take our freedom!
And 4. And he's also working with Xbox to unlock the Xbox. With no further ado, we'd like to introduce Rudy Wilson.
Rudy.
Hey guys. Well, first let me just say thanks for inviting me here. It's actually exciting for me to be here. I'm very big on talent acquisition, actually, because I don't think we can be successful without the right people here. So anything I can do to help, you can count me in. And that video was pretty cool. That was cool. So I talked to Gary and all, and he was telling me that you guys wanted to understand a little bit about branding and how it can apply to you guys. And so I thought it would be great for me to kind of explain it to you. And so if I had to leave you with anything, I'd leave you with this, which is, if you talk to people the way advertising talk to people, they punch you in the face. And so that's the one thing I would tell you, which is really, really don't overcomplicate it. When it comes to marketing and branding, all it really is about building relationships. So for example, how many people here are married or have a relationship, significant other? All right, so you guys already know how to do marketing. Okay? And so the way I'd love to do it is I'm going to do it by giving you an example by the lessons that I've learned in the relationship that I have with my wife. And so this is me and my wife. And so what I was going to do was tell you about the Offsite. Okay? So again, I think the big lessons when it comes to support their passions is first know who you're talking about. Understand their emotive passions. Okay? Then understand the tools to get you those emotive passions.
But these.
Okay? And there's a plot in that book. You have to figure out what that plot is. And then you have to understand how each chapter reinforces, builds, provides drama, laughs, etc. to that plot. And so the applicable part here is if it's inspire well-being for us, right? And each chapter is each interaction or each tactic. How does each tactic and element reinforce, inspire well-being, right? So one might have nothing to do with recruiting, but inspires well-being. One might be another piece of the inspire well-being. You don't have to do all of it in each chapter, right? That's why there's chapters, it builds. So you have to think about, again, what your end goal is, and then figure out how you divide it throughout the year, or whatever the span is, to be able to tell the total story. You don't have to tell the total story every time you meet somebody.
I want to thank you for taking the time out of a heck of a schedule that you have to come out and share with us, your expertise, right? Just to lend out a reaching hand, because you could always say, the support system could be over there, but you said the support system is right here. So we appreciate the time.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. Don't hold my non-traditional ways of communicating.
Twitter. Man, I need a job. I wish I had a new job. In Dallas, in 3 hours, almost 400 people had said, I wish I had a new job, or I need a job, or whatnot. Okay, so kind of an interesting experiment you can run when you get back. So Hootsuite's one that lets you schedule tweets for later. So for instance, in the morning for me, I'm a live streamer. I mean, I am Uber Twitter. I am all day on the Foursquare. I am checking in. I checked in when I was here. I'm doing all the geeky stuff because I like it. And I got to figure out a way to make this stuff work for what we do. Okay? But it is a time suck. So in the morning when I'm drinking my coffee, I go through my blogs, all the different blogs that I read, and through my feed reader and looking at the news and the industry news. And what tools like Hootsuite and CoTweet allow me to do is if I find 5 articles that I really want to share, I can schedule those to go out later throughout the day. So in the morning over a cup of coffee, I put in 5 articles. If they all came out in the morning, I'm spamming my group. It doesn't make, it's like, look at Chris, article reading again. But if I can schedule those to go out throughout the day, I'm creating dialogue, while at the same time I'm sharing items that are of interest to me, and they're spaced out a little bit, right? So I may be in a meeting in the middle of the day and a tweet goes out and says, I thought this article was interesting, check it out. And I can follow up on the conversation that this generates later, and I'm not sitting in front of Twitter all day. So there are several things you can do to try to plan your time out. 30 minutes in the morning, you'd be amazed when you...
Here, and we'd also leverage that on Facebook for next year, as well as the Facebook for this year, kind of keep people more engaged as the summer intern program goes, not just as they get started.
And I think we did something kind of similar to what their idea was, which was to, have, for the Q&A, I think you guys said Connect, and we thought about Connect, but what we actually thought was maybe a little bit better idea, because we don't know for sure that every function is going to be represented in Connect. It might be. We just thought we would actually have interns that we converted from the specific functions be the person who actually answers questions, because I know Connect members could be somebody who's 3-4 years into the business versus somebody who literally just started the last summer, or 6 months ago. So that was kind of
versions and Connect, just to make sure that we're really fine-tuning what the message should be based on their experience as an intern, and then they convert it.
So this year, because wow. And that's what we were targeting for last year, and we executed last year. We're into this year with the same momentum. So, can we lift our glasses to one of the great TA PepsiCo teams?
Cheers.
Cheers,
everybody.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, yes. Cheers. You got to pick up the kids.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
So, enjoy the evening.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers, man.